Well, before starting with monetary policy, let's understand why does monetary policy play an important role in any economy. The fundamental reason is need for money. Money is needed for three purposes, that is precautionary, demand is transactional, and speculative. It's the demand for money that is important constituent of any economy, and that leads to increase in money supply being an important constituent, or control over money supply being an important constituent of an economy. As money supply increases, demand for transactional purposes increases, this increases, and this increases. Now, primarily because of increase in transactional demand, the aggregate demand in an economy increases. This is the aggregate demand, this is the aggregate supply. Now, if the supply is constant, this will lead into increase in inflation. However, this also leads into an increase in output, that is GDP. Therefore, as explained earlier, this is a case of cost push, this is a case of demand pull inflation. However, increase in money supply also improves growth. So, it's a trade-off between growth and inflation. Now, how does the central bank affect this monetary policy? Well, as we had earlier also explained, the effect of money multiplier is by which the central bank affects monetary policy. Now, in order to understand that, let's understand reserve money and types of money. Now, reserve money or high powered money is the currency in circulation plus banks deposits with RBI plus other deposits. Now, this forms the base of money policy. This is the reserve money, and this is the total money supply. As we had earlier seen, that this money multiplier translates into 1 upon CRR without leakage, or 1 plus CD upon CD plus CRR in case of leakage, where CD is cash deposit ratio. The other kinds of money that are useful to know are M1, it's currency in circulation plus demand deposits with banks. M2, this is M1 plus demand deposits with post office. M3, this is M1 plus time deposits with bank. And M4 is equal to M3 plus total demand plus time deposits with post office. In this case, M1 and M3 are known as narrow money and broad money. Now, understanding the basic framework of monetary policy, let's understand what is the objective of monetary policy and tools of monetary policy which affects the total impact in an economy. The objective of monetary policy can be varied. It could be taking care of the wider macroeconomic situation, like in US, targeting inflation rate like in India currently, or targeting an fixed exchange rate or pegged to a particular currency. Now, our current objective is inflation targeting. And the target is 4 plus minus 2% of CPI. The various tools of monetary policy which help in the transmission of monetary policy or monetary effects are known as, can be segregated into quantitative and qualitative. Now, the primary difference between quantitative and qualitative are that this is more indirect, that is, it is general in nature, not specific to any sector, any problem or anything. This is more specific and direct. This can be used for specific economic activity or credit flows in an economy, whereas this will affect the total macroeconomic framework. This will affect particular sectors and improve credit flows. Now, why is credit flows important?